MillzySawUs, and welcome back to another episode of my FIFA 16 PSG Career Mode Season 5, episode February. I just wanted to say I am truly sorry for the error that occurred during my previous episode, but the good news is we managed to get there at the very end when I was discussing the amount of money that had been paid on the final deadline day of the January transfer window, and what a window it was. Wally Gabenga, one of my subscribers, was the interim general manager and had full control over all transfers during the January transfer window. It is over now. I'm back. I've come and returned from my vacation, my role-playing vacation, so to speak, and I'm having full power and control over the entire team now. So all decisions being made is from yours truly. But of course, any spectators, viewers, subscribers that are going to be joining us on this video will always have a say, always can contribute. And I will always keep your thoughts and constructive criticism under consideration. But I just want to bring to your attention all of the major transfers that occurred during this January transfer window. It was literally insane, guys. Absolutely insane. So I'm just going to run by with you guys what's going on, just to keep you guys in the loop and to update you on my squad. So we have Neymar, who has returned from his loan spell from Athletic Bilbao. Wally made the decision to bring him back from his loan spell and give him a new contract. He is currently on $856,000 a week for the next 4 years. And I think he's not going to go anywhere throughout the rest of his career, unless the board of directors decide otherwise. But CreeperCat710 is joining us today. I want to say a big shout out to him. Thank you for joining me in this video. I hope you have fun and enjoy yourself. Moving on, Coutinho got sold to Manchester United for $57,500,000. Best of luck to him. He was a phenomenal player in this club. Also joining us today, we have the Car Chuckle Xbox. How is it going, my friend? Furthermore, we have Isco, who has departed from the club. He has joined Valencia CF I'm so sorry, let me just sort out the negotiation statuses and go through the departed players first. Koke departed the club for a short-term loan to AC Milan, so we won't be seeing him until the end of the season. Augustine left us to join SM Kind for $5,500,000. Isco joined Valencia for $65 million, so at least we made a profit of $1 million there. Bazoa joined AC Milan in the last minute for $53,500,000. Who else have we got? I think we have... And that was it. Those were the departed players. And I'm going to go through the joined players in just a second, but Car Chuckle asked, why sell him for so little? If he's talking about... if he is talking about... who I think he's talking about... Coutinho, it was down to Wally. Wally was the general manager for all transfers. He saw that Manchester United was offering $57.5 million and just said there and then, sell him. So I couldn't argue. I couldn't suggest anything. I couldn't even complain. He had full control. In regards of Juan Carlos, he hasn't departed the club. He's only left us for a short period of time on a 1-year loan spell to Roma. So don't sweat it, Card Chuckle. He's still going to be with us. Okay. Now, talking about players who have joined the club, I would like to inform you of Kevin De Bruyne. All these decisions made were by Wally Gabenga as well, guys. I need you to understand that and get it through into your heads that I had no control over the transfers in the January transfer window. It was all Wally's decisions. He wanted Kevin De Bruyne. I got him Kevin De Bruyne. He said pay Wolfsburg $110 million. I paid them $110 million. Karchucker wants me to get Begu in the next season. We might have to make it an exception. We're just going to have to see what happens. Not all of your suggestions are guaranteed to happen. Next player who joined us was Fabregas. Now, Wally said, I'll let you choose one player to buy in this January transfer window. So I had Fabregas on my shortlist as an a contract expiring player. So I made him an offer and he has accepted the contract and he's going to be joining us in season 6. So I'll be looking forward to bringing Cesc Fabregas from Chelsea into PSG. Thomas Brett is also joining us today, and he said, will you do another one of the Nation tournament again? Probably not for now, but we'll have to see in the future. I do see my career modes being full of surprises and full of competitions for you guys to take part in. I was a little bit disappointed with the previous one because the winner, who was Jesper, never showed up for his reward. And now I understand you guys have your own lives to deal with, but I couldn't wait any longer for him. And I thought he was going to be joining me, but he didn't arrive. So that's why I handed over his reward to the subscriber who was there, which was Wally Gabenga. He contributed to the videos and I was very proud of him. He done really well and he deserved it. So, sacre motherfucking bleh. Next up, Antoine Griezmann. Wally brought into the club for $89 million. Angel Correa, Wally brought into the club for $40 million from FC Bayern. Philip Anderson, also bought by Wally for $79 million from FC Bayern. We also brought in Julian Brand from Bayer Leverkusen. Wally bought him for $35 million. And we also got Alexandre Lacazette from Bayer Leverkusen for $83 million, bought by Wally. And one of the final signings we did in the last couple of hours of the deadline day, we got Alan Halilovic from Barcelona for $43 million. Karchuk was not a big fan of the transfers that Wally made. He believes that Begu is way better than those players. And Thomas wants me to get Draxler in the next season, so I'll have to consider that. And that is all of the players that joined us during the January transfer window. So just so you guys are kept in the loop. We have now done enough talking, and I think it's time to get on with the first game of this episode against SM Kine. We're going to be using probably our first team. I'll go through that in just a second, but I need to check on the calendar to see what games we've got this month, because we've got a shit ton of games, guys, and I did not realise this. We are going up against SM Kine for the first game of this episode. Then we're going up against Saint Etienne. Then it will be Montpellier, and then we're going to go up against Dijon of the round of 16 of Coupe Nationale. Then we go back to the Liga against Toulouse. Then we hit up our European rivals, FC Bayern, in the round of 16 of the Champions Cup. Then we take on Lille back at the Liga, with our final game being against Nantes in the Liga. So a very jam-packed episode, guys. So please do not go away, because we are going to be full of fun today. Carchuckle said, swap Griezmann or Lacazette with Begu. Thomas said, I won 4-0 today in my footy match. Carchuckle reckons Begu is a beast. Sacra motherfucking bleh. So, I'm going to show you my first team, guys. I did this all off camera. And as you can see, my top 11 are going to be as followed. Up front, we're going to have Benzema and Suarez teaming up like they have been throughout most of the season. And Kevin De Bruyne is going to be behind them, supporting them in attack. Then we've got Pogba and Rodriguez teaming up in centre midfield. Ronaldo covers the left, whilst Bale covers the right. My back three defence are Hummels, PK and Godin, with Manuel Neuer in goal. On the bench for the first squad, we have Griezmann and Lacazette for striking. Neymar to cover the left side of the pitch, whilst Philip Anderson covers the right side of the pitch. We have Alaba and Laporte covering defence, and Robben covering the left and right as well. I was just thinking, I don't need Neymar and Philip Anderson on the bench. I really should have two midfielders. So my apologies about that, guys, because I got Robben covering the left and the right. And therefore, I should take Neymar and Anderson off of the bench. So what I'm going to do is, I think the two most suitable members of my team to be on the bench for midfield should be Rakitic and Halilovic. So as they have the highest overall, it could have been Silva, but he only plays in cam and left midfield. And I don't particularly like Silva in my squad. I've only brought him into my squad because I wanted to make money off of him. So let's put Rakitic on the bench for Neymar and Halilovic on the bench for Anderson. Alright, that is sorted, guys. I think that looks all good and gravy. We've got Hummels as my captain. Default instructions and the long ball tactic. So we're going to save that. There we go. We are away against SM Kine, so hopefully we get the 3 points, guys. I am sorry if I don't sound as energetic as I normally am. My girlfriend has gone to bed next door, so I have to be a little bit quiet, but there might be points where I get really excited as we progress further on in the season. So here we go, guys. Best of luck. Fingers crossed. Come on, lads. Let's get the victory. And we do, with 2-1 being on the score sheet. Our goal scorers today were Hummels and Rodriguez. 2 substitutions made. Lacazette came on for Suarez, very good. And Robben came on for Ronaldo, very good. Well done. 3 points to us. Carl Chucker would like me to check Begu for him. I will do after this email. Gaia has completed his suspension and is eligible for selection again at my discretion. So that's awesome. Very nice. Now, for Carchuckle, I'm going to check Begu, which I've saved onto my shortlist. So, there he is, Julian Begu, who plays for EA Guingamp. He's 81 overall, 26 years old, valued at $23,500,000. He's in good form, and he's very happy at his club. So look at those stats, those attributes on the right there, all dark green for balance, heading accuracy, reactions, finishing, dribbling, agility. This is the man that Carchuckle wants at PSG. The fact that he's French makes it that much likely for him to join our club. And there he is, guys, the man of the hour, Wally Gabenga, the former interim general manager of PSG, who took full control of the transfers in my January transfer window. I applaud you, Wally. Thank you so much. Alright, so the internet is bad for Wally, so we need to cut him some slack. So no worries about that. Now we're going to be moving on. We got Saint Etienne as our next game away, but we've got a player conversation, so let's check it out. Rabiot says, "Hey boss, I feel I've been progressing and I would like to discuss my wages. I feel I should be earning more based on my contribution to the team. I would really appreciate it if you would take a look at my contract, please." No worries, man. No worries. Thomas would like me to check out Draxler. Let's check out Draxler then, just for Thomas Pratt. I am a fair YouTuber. I do like to get my viewers, I do like to give my viewers some entertainment and have them contribute from time to time. So if they want to look at a certain player, I'll be happy to oblige. There he is, Julian Draxler, the 26-year-old left midfielder playing for Real Sociedad. 6'2", preferred foot right. And has that special something, but we don't have all of the details regarding Julian Draxler. So there you go, Thomas Pratt. Right. Here we go. We're going to continue on forward, lads. I want to push on. I want to get this season done. Not meaning to rush it or anything, but I want to see if I can get the treble. I mean, the treble looks to be in a very grabbable reach for PSG. So here we go against Saint Etienne, and I don't think they're a strong club, so it might be worth giving my second team a chance to play. They are 10th, so let's just have a look at the calendar. We could play the second team in this game, or actually play the first team in this game, second team against Montpellier, and first team for the Coupe Nationale. So that's exactly what we are going to do. So first team will be playing the next game, but before we go ahead and do that, I'm going to check out the contract since Rabiot wanted me to give him more money. He's getting paid $100,000 at the moment. He wants 140. I'm more than happy to give that to him because he has a bright future at PSG. 2 extra years is what I want him to have. So I'm not going to specify his squad role neither. So we've done that. And now the squad is looking nice. So let's get crack-a-lacking. Same team as before, no changes being made. And we win 2-0. And it was one of the world's greatest footballers, Cristiano Ronaldo, with 2 goals, and Paul Pogba getting a yellow card. That's 3 points secured for PSG. We're doing absolutely amazing, guys. I don't want to jinx it, but we are 10 points ahead of Marseille in the Liga. Carchucker would like me to start a Sheffield Wednesday career mode. What league does Sheffield Wednesday play in? If I was to ever start a career mode with a lower league team, it would have to be a team not in the Championship, but in what is it? Barclays Premier League. I completely forgot what the leagues are called in England. Let me go to England and remind myself, otherwise that's going to bug me. You've got the Barclays Premier League, the Football League Championship, the Football League 1 and the Football League 2. If I was to ever start a career mode, simulation only, with a lower league team, it would have to be a team from Football League 2. Just to see if I can grow that team all the way to the Barclays Premier League. That is one of my ultimate goals in FIFA 16, or in any FIFA at all, is to build a team from simulation only in the Football League 2 all the way to the Barclays Premier League. And apparently I'm lagging for Wally. Right, moving on. We do have an email. And Neuer said, "Hey boss, I value my role at the club and I'll be trying my best out there all the time. So thanks for playing me so much." You're welcome, bro. You're welcome. Manuel Neuer, arguably one of the greatest goalkeepers in the world. Now we're going to push on forward with Montpellier and we're going to play my second squad. But we do have a couple of emails. One from Poland, who want me to manage their national team, which I'm going to reject. And Rabiot accepted his new contract, which is awesome. Now, second team is going to be as followed. Griezmann and Lacazette up front in that striking role. Silva's going to be in the cam. Neymar will be on the left and Philip Anderson on the right. Rakitic and Halilovic in centre midfield. Gaia, Laporte and Zuma as the back three defenders. And Diego Alves as the goalkeeper. Okay, on the bench, we've got Suarez and Benzema, Rodriguez and Pogba, Hummels and Alaba, and Robben on the bench. Now, guys, I need to just ask a favour from you guys. I need you to... It's nice that you're asking me to do these career modes for you and so on and so forth, that you appreciate my content, that you like my content, that you subscribe to me and you support me throughout my channels. But I need to be straight with you because I'm not a fake person and I always like to be straight and give it to all my friends and followers with honesty. In my games, I like to do what I want to do. You know, I'm not going to always go with what you guys want to do, necessarily. Some of the decisions you guys make, I do take under my wing and into consideration, and I do go forward along with that. But I'm not going to always do what you guys want me to do. It's just, I like to play the way I like to play, and if that means I stick with PSG, I'm going to stick with PSG. If I want to play with another world-class team, I'm going to play with another world-class team in a new career mode. It's just up to me, guys. And I'm sorry if I let you down in that department, but it is what it is. Now, moving on, guys, from that interesting note. Let's see if we can get the 3 points in the Liga against Montpellier. Now, Montpellier have a reputation of destroying bigger clubs such as myself. I'm not going to check out this older guard guy, Thomas Pratt. I've got no reason to. I've already looked at the player that you've wanted me to look at, which was Draxler, and I don't really want to waste my time looking at all these other players. I'm sorry, dude. Maybe later on down the season, we can have a look at these players when we get closer to the transfer window. But for now, guys, cross your fingers and let's see how PSG does against Montpellier. And we just scrape off a lucky win of 1-0. Goal scorer today was Halilovic. 2 yellow cards, one for Laporte, one for Halilovic. That always happens to me. Sometimes the goal scorer is the person who gets the card. So weird. 3 substitutions made, guys. Rodriguez came on for Rakitic, very good. Suarez came on for Griezmann, very good. And Benzema came on for Lacazette. A good game, guys. A very good game. Right. We do have an email. And I'm about to sneeze. Bless me, man. Bless me. Alright. So, Aymeric Laporte picked up a suspension as he's accumulated too many yellow cards. Okay. Let's make sure my first team has been selected for this upcoming game of the Coupe Nationale round of 16 against Dijon FCO. I would love to get the treble, guys. Honestly, I would absolutely love to get the treble. Squad looks good, but we do have an unavailable player. Got to find out who that is. And it's Laporte. So Laporte is going to have to come off the bench for the likes of... It's going to have to be Gaia. So we'll save that. And hopefully, guys, fingers crossed, we'll come up with a win. And we certainly do, guys. An amazing victory of 5-0 against Dijon. Goal scorers today, Paul Pogba with the hat-trick of 3 goals. Bale with another goal and Benzema with the other goal. Two yellow cards today, one for PK, one for Godin, and 2 substitutions. Lacazette came on for Suarez and Robben came on for Ronaldo. So things are looking really good at PSG, guys. I'm very happy at the moment. We are doing absolutely phenomenal and I hope our luck doesn't run out. So Laporte's suspension is over and we can move on against Toulouse. So I think I will play my first team against Toulouse based on where they are ranked in the Liga, because I'm definitely going to have the first team against FC Bayern. We do receive some tournament prize money in the Coupe Nationale of $64,800, which is great. And Toulouse stand in the Liga at 8th place, so I'm happy to play my first team. So let's make a minor adjustment and have Laporte on the bench instead of Gaia. What division am I in on online seasons? I am in Division 9 and I'm planning to do a stream tonight for online seasons, guys, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. But now we've got a home game against Toulouse. Fingers crossed. Let's see if we can come home. Let's see if we can stay home. Sorry, with the 3 points, and we certainly do with 3 goals. 2 of them from Benzema, 1 of them from Bale. 2 substitutions made. Laporte comes on for Hummels, and Alaba comes on for PK. A very good game, boys. Guys, we are dominating, absolutely dominating, and we receive an email. It is a press conference. We're going to do what we normally do and motivate the squad. Delete any emails in the archive. Car Chucker, what do you suggest? What team do you suggest that I use for a new career mode that's in the Champions League? Coming up next, we're going up against our European rivals, FC Bayern, in the Champions Cup round of 16. I can't remember whether there's 2 legs against FC Bayern. I'm sure there is, but we're going to check on the calendar. Yep, there is 2 legs. Now, this is the first leg, and it is an important game because we are away. So it would be nice if we can score some goals. How's it going, Wally? I hope you're doing well. My squad is looking good for the Champions Cup against FC Bayern. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing who FC Bayern plays in their squad, because they've got some of their best players not playing in their team anymore. So FC Bayern is crumbling little by little as the seasons go on by. And there you have it, guys. 3-0 victory to PSG, who are playing absolutely amazingly. And the Rodriguez with the hat-trick. An absolutely phenomenal game. I'm so proud of my PSG squad at the moment. It looks like these signings that Wally made have literally paid off. 2 yellow cards, one for Rodriguez and one for De Bruyne. 2 substitutions made. Laporte came on for Hummels and Alaba came on for PK. Now, looking at FC Bayern's team, they've got Wang Delay, who I don't know. Bad Stubber is still in the team. I wonder which Hernandez that is. They still have Benassia. Philip Lahm is still playing. They have Schneiderlin from Manchester United. They still got our Fagauli, who we sold to them a couple of seasons ago. Vidal is still playing for him. Ribery is still in action. Traore, I'm wondering if that's the Traore who plays for PSG in the first season. I'm not saying that Rodriguez was Wally's signing. I'm saying that with the PSG and how strong they are right now, I do believe that Wally is partly to blame for that because of some of the signings he has made in terms of Lacazette, Griezmann, Halilovic. Who else have we got in our squad which he signed? De Bruyne. And yeah, so I'm just saying, with the signings that he made, it's made PSG a lot stronger, and we are undefeated. And I'm going to show that to you in a moment, just how many games we have been undefeated for. We've got 6 spectators at the moment, guys. I'm really thrilled about that. The spectators are growing higher and higher and higher. We've got a dude known as, I think it's a dude anyway, known as Super Mega Fast 55. Now, they also have Lewandowski still. They have Ulreich still, Bernat. Schneider's still playing for him, which is nice to know. Hope he's getting enough game time. Okay. Guys, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. I'm not going to be starting any new career mode anytime soon. Not yet anyway. I've just recently started a new career mode with Manchester United. But I don't simulate those games. I play every single game. So let's try and not get a little bit too ahead of ourselves and try and focus on the now. Footy Manager TV is an amazing YouTuber. I do watch some videos of his FIFA content. Fantastic. We've got a couple of emails. One of them is a press conference. So we're going to do what we normally do and motivate the squad. And I will be right back, guys. Give me a moment. Right, I'm back, guys, I'm back. And unfortunately, we also have a suspended player. Kevin De Bruyne picked up a suspension as he's accumulated too many yellow cards. I do not have Twitter, I'm afraid. Right, moving on. We've got Lille. So I think we might have to play the second team against Lille, depending on where they stand in the Liga, and then maybe the first team for Nantes to still rack up those points. So where do Lille stand? Lille are third, so I would like to play my first team. They're probably going to be too tired from the game against FC Bayern. Norway would like me to manage their national team. I'm going to decline and then delete that from my archive. And then we're going to check out my first team. They do look okay, but not 100%. But let's go for it regardless. Okay. Can we get another 3 points? And unfortunately, guys, we come off from our first defeat in so many games. Lille has finally defeated PSG 2-1 with a lucky win. Ronaldo was our goal scorer. Bale gets a yellow card and Suarez gets a yellow card as well. I do remember of using the face cam as well. I will at times bring the face cam back, guys. Don't you worry. But I'm feeling a bit tired right now. I'm not feeling as energetic as I normally do. But if I go on online seasons tonight, I'll use the face cam just for you guys. So you can see my reactions and me raging as quietly as I can. But unfortunately, we're not going to come home with any points, guys. We do have an email, and it's a player conversation. And Neymar says, "Boss, when I signed my contract with the club, you made me certain promises with regards to my role here, but I do not feel that currently you are fulfilling those." Oh dear, so we are getting problems with my most paid player in the club. Oh, thanks you, Car Chuckle. I do try, I really do try. So I'm going to have a little quick look about how Neymar is feeling, because he's unhappy at the moment. He's disappointed at his lack of matches. So we're going to need to give him some first team game time, which may mean... Oh man, it's difficult. It's really difficult. So if I go... I really don't want to replace Ronaldo for Neymar, but it seems to me I have no choice. It is quite difficult. Maybe Wally should have kept him out on loan for this season, but he did bring him back. I'm not too sure why. I wish I could, but we're not in a transfer window at the moment, and so I think my only suggestion is to either replace Ronaldo with Neymar or change the formation. So when we get up to the next game, I'll have a little rummage through the formations and see if I can try and give Neymar some first team game time, because he does deserve it. Let's allow the second team to take on Nantes, just to get Neymar off our backs for now. So let me just check out everybody, make sure everything is in place. Yep, all looks good. Hopefully we'll come up with another 3 points in this home game. Well done, Car Chuckle, for doing that in your Cardiff career mode. And look at that victory. 5-0 against Nantes. We are destroyers. Neymar taking his frustration